Alright everybody, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO video. You got no guts. And today guys, we're going to be taking a look at a deck right now that's, people are using, and this is going to be Vespiquen, Zebstrika, or just Vespiquen. Because Vespiquen, it's still a decent card. It's a grass type, so you get that type advantage against Greninja, which is a very popular deck. And Be Revenge, it's still a good attack. Just 20 plus 10 more damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile. I swear though, whenever I have like 10 Pokemon in my discard pile, it should be doing 120, but it only does like not even a lot of damage. So I don't know what the heck's going on there. It's weird, but I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, Be Revenge is a very good attack. The problem is you need to run a lot of Pokemon, and there's no Battle Compressor in Standard. In Expanded, you have Battle Compressor, go crazy, knock yourself out. But in Standard, without Battle Compressor, Be Revenge really isn't as good anymore. And there are some ways to work around that. I mean, one, you do have Professor Sycamore, which you can draw extra, you can discard cards in your hand. Ultra Ball, there's another option. You also have Unown, which is a free Pokemon that you can either also draw one card, which is really good for you. It's good draw sport. And whoops, I had my phone on my laptop and it vibrated. But anyways, I got the Unowns, and you also got Klefki, which Wonderlock is actually a decent ability. It can help you out a lot against Mega Pokemon. But you can Wonderlock onto an Unown and discard 2 Pokemon that way. So there is 8 Pokemon right off the bat, which is like an immediate extra damage. Now, we do run a lot of Pokemon. With Vespiquen, you can't really run like 20 Pokemon. You have to run a lot. You gotta run like I said, 28 Pokemon. It's a good amount. Again, Vespiquen, even without Muscle Band 2 in Standard, it also makes Vespiquen a little worse. You'd have Bursting Balloon, but so many ways around that. I don't know, Bursting Balloon isn't really any that good with Vespiquen. And the point of this deck is kind of just taking big one-hit knockouts with Be Revenge. Now, one of the biggest decks in Standard right now, and I mean the biggest, is Yveltal Garbodor. Everybody is running this. I looked up all the stuff on Pokemon.com on all I don't know what the championship is called, but it was one of those tournament things. And I actually know a few people that was in them. Just kidding, I'm just saying. But basically, Yveltal Garbodor was all over the place. You look up all the decks that were in the top 8 in each division, and it was just Yveltal Garbodor, Yveltal Garbodor, Yveltal Garbodor. So we got Zebstrika for that. Now Zebstrika does have this attack Crushing Bolt or Crashing Bolt. For 2 energies, you do 50. If the Pokemon has a fighting resistance, it does 60 more damage, which means it's going to do 110 damage, which means it will one-shot an Yveltal EX. Yveltal does have a fighting resistance, so you can do 110 damage. But since it's weak to lightning, it's going to do 220, which means it goes through Fighting Fury Belt, which is actually really important. Fighting Fury Belt actually hurts this deck quite a bit, since it gives the Pokemon more HP, and it's even harder to take knockouts on big EXs with Fighting Fury Belts on them. So Crashing Bolt goes straight through Fighting Fury Belt on Yveltal and just does enough damage to one-shot it. So Zebstrika is our best way to deal with those Yveltals, even though it's not really the worst matchup, to be honest. Zebstrika, it's just going to make those Yveltal matchups, it's going to make them 20 times easier, because Crashing Bolt will just one-shot Yveltals. If they don't have a response to that, you're just going to mow through them with Crashing Bolt, and it just powers up more Vespiquens when they start knocking you out. Now, this deck also has a good matchup against Greninja Brig, but it can still be a problem. So we are going to play Garbodor, and Garbodor is just good to have in general. Garbotoxin is such a good ability to have. Shutting off other abilities is great. You can just shut off Octillery, you can shut off Shaymins, Hoopas, all those abilities are just shut off completely. Steam Up is also shut off, which could be a problem with this deck too, especially because all they need is one Steam Up on their baby Volcanion and it one-shots your Vespiquen. But when you got that Garbotoxin in play, they can't do that. So Garbotoxin is just really nice to have so that you can shut off those tools, shut off abilities. It's really nice against Greninja Break too. It just makes your matchup 50 times more easier. It's already easy enough with the grass type, but Giant Water Shuriken hitting those low HP Pokemon can be a very big problem. So Garbodor prevents that, and Greninja can only do 80 damage at most to you, because Muscle Band's not in the format anymore, so it can't even one-shot Vespiquen. They need that Giant Water Shuriken, so Garbodor can shut that off. 4 Shaymins. Shaymin is amazing draw sport, but it's also good to play 4 of these. It's just more things to have in your discard. I already went over the Unown and the Klefkis. This is the deck. We got the 4/4 Vespiquen, 2/2/2/2. Now, this is all the Pokemon we got in the deck. I don't think there's really any other Pokemon you really need in the deck. I don't know, maybe if you really are scared of Yveltal, you can run a 3/3 Zebstrika line. You can take out maybe a Garbodor line, take out a Shaymin, or whatever else. You could throw in an extra Zebstrika, which, wouldn't hurt, to be honest with you, because it is a pretty good card, because it actually can just one-shot Shaymins too, so maybe you could do that. Going into the items, for Acro Bikes, this is another great way to get Pokemon in the discard. It's another great alternative when we don't have Battle Compressor anymore. So Battle Compressor is out of the format. Acro Bike can also just be a good way to get Pokemon. You discard pile sometimes. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put one of them in your hand. Discard the other card. You never know when you can just discard a Pokemon. So you do have 4 Acro Bites, 2 Revitalizers. It just gives us back our Vespiquen so that we can keep the Be Revenge Assault going. 2 Special Charge. The whole point of this deck is we're only using double colorless energies, so 2 Special Charge just allows us to get our energies back, since we only run 4 of those, and Vespiquen and Zebstrika need those. So we got 2 of those. 4 Ultra Balls, it's another great way to get Pokemon in the discard pile. 4 via Seekers, there's a lot of important supporters. We do have 2 Lysandres. Lysander can work in many ways. One, adding 2 means you can, get around those Yveltals. You can just Lysander up an Yveltal, crashing bolt it, and then they're stuck with the Fright Knight one, and it's really not going to do them any justice. And also, Lysander on Shaymins with Zebstrika, and even Vespiquen can be a huge, huge turn. So we got 2 of those, 2 Ends and 3 Sycamore for draw support. I would like to play 4 Sycamore, but really tight on space. 1 Teammates. Teammates is great, since everything in this deck has low HP. You could just, they knock something out, you just play Teammates, grab 2 cards. It could be anything. It could be like, DCE, Vespiquen, all kinds of good stuff. So we got 1 Teammates in the deck. I do want to run Pokemon Ranger in this deck really badly, and I couldn't really find room for it. Pokemon Ranger is the really only way you could deal with Giratina, because Giratina, it's like an auto loss. Unless you're really lucky, Giratina is an auto loss. 1 Force Giant Plants. It's a good counter stadium to have for Parallel City and stuff like that. And it's also good because it allows you to get Vespiquen out like turn 1. And you can probably donk them possibly if you go second. You never know. 3 Float Stones. I don't think you really need 3. I'm honestly feeling 2 might be a little better now. But we do have 3 Float Stones in the deck because it is good for Garbodor and whatnot. 4 DCE. Again, all we need is DC. We don't need any other energy. So we got 4 DCs for the Vespiquen. 2 Special Charge to go along with it. So technically we have a lot more DCs. We technically have 8 DCEs because 2 Special Charge gets us 2 DCs back. So we got like 8 DCE in the deck if you think about it. So this is the Vespiquen Zebstrika deck. It's being covered right now by a lot of YouTubers. So I was like, hey, why not just jump into the mix, try out the deck, and see it in action on PTCGO. So let's hop into some games with the deck, and let's see it in action. Alright, here we go. First game with our Vespiquen Zebstrika deck. Flip the coin. Please be heads. Dang it. Okay, well, you know what? We can maybe do turn 1 Force Giant Plants. We'll see. We're playing as a fighting deck, and it looks like it's either a Garchomp or a Zygarde deck. Either way, it's fine. And wow, we have a really weird hand. I think I'll just play the Trubbish and the Combee down. And the Unown, just in case we get End, and we can still do Unown. But I don't really want to be stuck with it, but I think we'll play him down anyways. And I think we'll pass. So, I'll keep the Unown down, just in case we get End, so that we can at least do a farewell letter. My opponent's have Talonflame, which kind of screams Garchomp, which I'm actually pretty sure Garchomp's weak to grass, which is really good for us. Zebstrika, pretty useless. There's Escape Rope. That is why I did not want to play the Unown now, because I saw that Escape Rope coming. We're going to have to probably just bring out Combee, which, I don't want to sacrifice it right now, especially because Talonflame one-shots it, but unfortunately, we are going to have to do that. There's no way I'm bringing out another. Actually, my opponent didn't even bother playing it, which is good. We got a Sycamore. So yeah, I think we'll just dump everything. I could have played the Blitzle down in case of Escape Rope. Yeah, it's weak to grass, so I figured there's the Revitalizer, which is nice. We can do a Wonder Lock here, and we can put that tool card onto the Unown. We'll be able to discard Unown. Now, Trubbish is stuck in the active, which I'm fine with. I'd rather have him be in the active spot than anything else. Let's go with Farewell Letter here. Draw an extra card, a Garbodor. Okay. We could play Shaymin down, which I don't really see a point in doing. We're only drawing like 1 card. And we're probably going to have to end up sacrificing a Combee anyways because of that Escape Rope. There's no way my opponent will not play that. So, I'm just going to hold off on everything. Our hand is okay. We have a Revitalizer. We can just get back the Combee anyways. So, it's fine. I'll anticipate the Escape Rope. Rare Candy into the Garchomp. So, Garchomp could be a problem. But we can one-shot it. And the fact that we have 2 Combees down is pretty good. There's a Sycamore getting rid of, it looks like Ultra Ball, Rare Candy and stuff. He didn't play the Escape Rope. So that just means we're actually not going to have to bother sacrificing a Combee, which I'm actually happy with. Because we could just double Revitalizer. Thankfully, Focus Sash is out of the format. And now we can actually one-shot this thing successfully. So I'm feeling this matchup is going to go in our favor. The worst that could happen is if he plays down like some kind of weird fighting type that's not weak to grass, that kind of one-shots it, but I don't see that happening. My opponent probably will not bother attacking me with his Garchomp. Never mind. I guess he is. So we could end him to 5, or we could just... Do we have any fighting in his discard pile? I don't think he does. Nope. Okay. So what we can do is we can definitely get 2 Vespiquens back in play, and I don't know if I should end him or not. I just don't want to get a bad hand off the end. But we'll go for it anyways. Screw it. Let's Revitalizer. We can just get back those 2 Vespiquens in our discard pile. And I'm pretty sure it won't be that hard to do enough damage to one-shot his Garchomp. So I'm good. So let's play the Vespiquen down. We'll play down the Klefki for now. We'll drop the Shaymin down for 2. I mean, what's it gonna bother? The problem is, maybe he could Lysandre Shaymin, knock it out with Bite Off. That could be a problem, but I think we'll be fine. Let's Acro Bike. I need to find an energy. At Teammates. Huh. We could Teammates, actually. Grab Ultra Ball and a DCE. Yeah, I think that's the best play. Yeah, we'll grab Teammates instead. We could have grabbed the DCE and, we could have via Seeker. Whatever. You know what? Who cares? Let's just Teammates. We will get ourselves a, we'll grab an Ultra Ball, I guess, and another DCE in before they're all prized. Wow, I was almost accurate. So we can grab these 2. And before we play the DC, let's just Ultra Ball away Garbodor, and we will get rid of the N while we're at it. And we will get ourselves Shaymin. I don't want to play down too many because that just walks in a Bite Off. That's how my opponent can win, is he can Bite Off the Shaymins on the bench. So we got to be careful there. Let's just put the Float Stone onto Shaymin, play the DCE onto the active. We'll play the Shaymin down and we will set up. We'll see if my opponent concedes. I have a feeling he will. It'll be tough for him to respond with the knockout this turn. There we go. So we got the thing. We can Wonder Lock onto the Unown. And we can just go for the Farewell Letter. I kind of regret doing that Acro Bike for the thing. Whatever, who cares? Anyways, let's do the Farewell Letter. For 1, a Float Stone, don't really need. We can play the Combee down, I guess. And I think we'll just be Revenge. Knock out this Garchomp. 160. A little overkill, but what are you going to do? And we'll take our first prize. And it's an Ultra Ball, which is actually really good. So I think we're in a pretty commanding spot right now. I would like to have a Lysandre in the discard to just Lysandre out a thing. But he does go with an Arrow Blitz, so it looks like he's going for the play of just knocking out Vespiquen. We'll probably just via Seeker for N and just N him. I don't want to play Special Charge just yet, just because we only have 1 energy in our discard pile. And Acro Bike, okay, I don't know what I need. Force Giant Plants, we'll take that. We'll get that Zebstrika in the discard pile. And we could Ultra Ball bait that. He might play Parallel City. I'm actually, this is really rough. I think I'm going to Ultra Ball away the Sycamore and the Float Stone. Float Stone is kind of useless right now. So let's just grab a 3rd Vespiquen. We could have grabbed Unown, but we're going to end him to 5 and just get rid of that hand he had. And we'll go there. We need to do enough damage to one-shot him, which can be a little rough. Anyways, via Seeker. We'll grab the N. And, I mean, we could play the Force Giant Plants down, but I have a feeling Parallel City can come and play or something like that. I just don't want to walk into a trap. We didn't even get a good hand. I don't even think we're one-shotting him, are we? No. Huh. Well, okay. Well, we'll just go with a B Revenge. 90 damage. Sadly, not one-shotting him, but we could still one-shot those Gibbles and stuff in Garchomp. Okay. Maybe I can get a... Okay, I actually think I'll go for a Zebstrika. If he plays either a Shaymin or... We can actually just finish off the Talonflame with Zebstrika, so maybe I might play a Zebstrika down. Just because Shaymin, that's an easy knockout for us. So he puts a Fire Energy on his Gibble. Thankfully, that N could have saved us. There's a Bursting Balloon, which I do not like to see. We're going to have to retreat Vespiquen into a benched one, because we do not want to walk into a Bursting Balloon knockout. There's a Silent Lab. That is why I held on to the Force Giant Plants, because that could have happened, and we would have been shut down completely. There's a N. I would have liked to have played Sycamore that turn, but whatever. See what we can get here. Unown. There's a Blitzle. Ugh, we'll have to via Seeker for N. Or, not N, sorry, Sycamore. Sadly, okay, the thing is, okay, yeah, we're definitely going to have to retreat Vespiquen and get it, hopefully find a DCE somehow. Alright, so yeah, we'll play the Blitzle down. Zebstrika, you never know, could come in handy. So, let's do it. I would like to end him and get rid of that thing he had, but I'd rather go with the Sycamore here, just get more Pokemon in my discard pile, thin out the deck a little bit. There's a DCE, and there's another Revitalizer, which is actually good to see. So let's retreat, and there's really no point playing that Silent Lab. We can shut him down from playing anything. I feel like there's no point getting rid of it quite yet. So let's just go with a B Revenge for 120. We are going to take the damage, and we probably will get knocked out here. Now, one possible thing is a Bursting Balloon on that Garchomp. That could walk in knockout, and that is not good. How many VS Seekers are in my discard pile? I don't... 2. Alright, if we can find a VS Seeker for Teammates, that'd be great. If he plays a Bursting Balloon on, that could be a big problem. Because then we might just actually have to sacrifice 2 Vespiquens here, which I don't like seeing. Prize for prize isn't a big deal, but I don't really like that. So there's a Sycamore. He's probably going to get a Bursting Balloon off this. Yeah, he had 2 more Silent Labs. I'm actually glad I held on to the Force Giant Plants. Alright, so there's a Level Ball. And it's going for Gibble. Okay, so Vespiquen will get knocked out. That would be a great time to play the Special Charge, since we only have 1 DCE left. So there's the Turbo Assault. He didn't play any Force Giant Plants down, which is good. And I would love to end him right now, because if we had an end, that'd be nice. If we could fight via Seeker, that'd be nice. We can either grab Teammates or End. End would not be too bad right now. So we'll bring out Vespiquen, and I think we'll just attack with Vespiquen. And there's the Seeker. That is perfect, actually. We could just Revitalizer for the Combee and the Vespiquen right now, which I guess we'll do. We'll play the Force Giant Plants down. Like, I don't know if my opponent plays any more Stadiums, and I feel like he doesn't, so we'll just Revitalizer for these 2 back, and we'll do the Wonder Lock. Actually, we can't do the Wonder Lock, can we? But, you know what? We can do this. We can still Wonder Lock, I guess, onto Blitzle. It doesn't matter, I guess. We could do that. We could play down the Unown. We could draw an extra card. We could probably end him to 4 and maybe shut him down. There's a Lysandre. Don't really need you right now. So let's go Combee. Let's go Vespiquen. And I think, yeah, we'll just put the Float Stone onto the thing for now. Let's go with the VS Seeker for the end him to 4. Hopefully this works out well in our favor. I want to find Special Charge. That would be great. No, but we do find a Lysandre, which is good. Hopefully this end to 4 matters. And let's go with an Acro Bike. And there it is. Special Charge. Perfecto. We are actually really low on cards. Even though we're getting 2 back, it's not really a whole lot. So yeah, let's just do this. And let's go with a Be Revenge for the knockout on this Garchomp. We could take a prize. And I think at this point, we can't really do any more supporters. There's another Special Charge. I don't think we're going to need any more. At this point, I mean, it's still good to get cards back in the deck. I'm definitely not going with the Sycamore. That's suicide. There's a Trainer's Mail. If my opponent gets a Garchomp in play and knocks me out, that's going to be bothersome, and it looks like he is. Maybe, you never know. He might actually be short. I think he's used 2 rare candies, yeah. You never know. Maybe they're prized, but he definitely can knock me out. And I'm probably going to just Shaymin and go that route, because we're going to need to get a DCE to knock him out. Just looking at his stuff here. Oh, there's a Bursting Balloon. That is not what I like to see. Actually, he's gonna knock me out Sand Tomb, which is even more annoying. Alright, this is annoying. And I think I'm just gonna have to Lysandre out the thing on the bench. There's a VS Seeker. I could either end him or play Twin, or Teammates, or not Twins. Well, okay, I think what I'll do, I'll Special Charge the energy back. I'll just play Shaymin down. We'll play the Shaymin. We'll Special Charge an energy back in the deck. I think what I want to do is just Lysandre the bench Gibble to get around the Bursting Balloon. Okay, perfect. And there's the Zebstrika. I don't think I need to play him down anymore. So we'll put the DCE on. We'll go the Lysandre and knock out the bench Gibble. This way we do not walk into that. He probably could still get a Garchomp in play, which is a problem, but it's fine. Let's go with a Be Revenge. Knock out his Gibble. Get around the Bursting Balloon. Take out 2 strong energies in play. And now it'll be harder. There's a DC, perfect. We can end him to 2 next turn. We get DC. We can win the game, probably, depending on what he does. I mean, if he plays an EX down, we can win the game. With either, like, if he plays a Shaymin down, we can win. There's a VS Seeker. Teammates. Whew, I thought he was going to end me. There's an energy. He will be able to knock me out, though, with Bite Off for 100. But at that point, we should be able to win. And we could just end him to 2. We could put the DCE onto our Vespiquen. We'll be really low on attackers. So if we lose another Vespiquen, it will be over for us. Let me look at my discard pile. Yeah. I think a Vespiquen might be prized. Hold on. Yeah. We only have 3 in play. So a Combee and a Vespiquen is probably. My opponent's a Shocked Face. He might be out of Garchomps. Whoo, this is actually pretty good. Hit him with a Surprise Face. Dude, I don't know. Why not? I think he's out of Garchomps. Yeah, I think he might be out of Garchomps. If he is, that's actually really good. VS Seeker for Lysandre. We have the DCE in our hand. He's probably just going to bring out Blitzle, knock it out, or Shaymin. Nope. It looks like we win. Alright. This was a pretty good game. It was kind of close. The bursting movement made a difference. My opponent was able to keep up nicely. Let's just quit the stalling. Go and my opponent concedes. And it looks like we do get 5 coins. 25. Nice. Alright. And yeah, that was the first game with our Vespiquen Zebstrika deck. I guess we'll hop into another match with the deck. See you in action. And I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, here we go with our second match with our Vespiquen deck. We might be playing against Volcanion, winning the coin flip, which is nice. Alright. If we're playing against Volcanion, that's going to be annoying. Probably is, I don't know. Get a Klefki to Shaymin start. I'm probably just going to start with the Shaymin. We could always just set up a Sky Return, which in favor will actually help us. So we'll go with the Shaymin play. And if I get Volcanion, this might be a problem. I'm surprised. I honestly haven't been running into much Yveltal Garbodor, and I know this deck is like not really bent on that, but like still, it's kind of shocking that I haven't run into much Yveltal Garbodor. You know, you'd think with the amount of Yveltal Garbodor in the format, you'd run into it, but for whatever reason, the game's like, nah, fam, you're not gonna play against Yveltal Garbodor. But my opponent is taking a while, and that is a problem. I think this is Volcanion. I mean, he has Volcanion deck box, Charizard sleeves, which is a fire type. They're orange, so that's fire. So Volcanion, most likely, but we'll see. You never know. Maybe he's playing like some other crazy deck that's not Volcanion. Who knows? But what I do know is my opponent is taking a while to play his active Pokemon. Now our hand, not terrible. We could probably just Klefki, we could Sycamore, we could DC the Shaymin to save one, even though we could Special Charge for later. But I don't know, we'll see. Now, Zebstrika Lysandre on a Shaymin on his bench might be a good play if he ever does that. If we ever get the chance to do that, that would be amazing. That'd just be an easier way to get around the Volcanion, because Volcanion can shut us down because it is a fire type, and it's really, even baby Volcanion can easily wreck Vespiquen because of the steam ups. You just need one steam up from Volcanion EX, and baby Volcanion one-shots Vespiquen, which, it's not good. So, we'll see what happens here when my opponent hurries up and chooses their starting Pokemon. It takes some time. Hopefully my opponent is not this slow throughout the rest of the game. That would be great. Don't want to have this game be like 2 hours long, because my opponent was taking very long turns when they weren't really that well. There we go, finally, holy cow. Alright, it is Volcanion, amazing. Alright, so we go play down 2 Klefkis, and we can play the DCE onto Shaymin. We go the Sycamore. I don't really like losing via Seeker because they can be important, but you gotta do what you gotta do. There is our hand. So what we can do is we get Ultra Ball away. We'll get rid of Zebstrika and a DCE. We can just play Special Charge, whatever. I could grab Shaymin, but I'm just gonna grab Unown. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I think I'll just grab Unown. It's, you know what, it's all good in the hood. So it's Wonderlock onto the Unown, and the reason, you know, I'm doing this, like, hey, you know, I'm not going to bother with a Special Charge, by the way, just because I don't want to end up drawing into an energy that I didn't need, so we'll go there. Revitalizer, not what I'm looking for. Who knows, maybe we can end up next turn. So let's go with a Wonderlock, and we'll just put it onto the Combee, doesn't really matter. And pass. Got nothing else to do, so we'll do that. Volcanion, a little bit of an annoying matchup. Maybe we can retreat, knock it out. I wouldn't really mind losing that DC since we are going to play Special Charge and get them back. 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon discard pile. I don't even know if I'll play that Revitalizer on the Vespiquen since we do run 2, so you never know. Now, if my opponent wants Karen, that could be a problem. Karen really does hurt this deck a lot. Not like, it is pretty bad. Like, it's, like back when Lysandre's Trump card was legal, that card wasn't even that big. But no, my opponent doesn't do anything, which is a little weird. Don't know what's going on there, but I'm not going to complain. Let's Special Charge, and we could probably win the game this turn. I think we can. Let's go for it. Let's via Seeker for the Sycamore. Let's go all in. Let's just get a godly hand and win the game this turn. Let's see, what are we going to get? Alright, I definitely can work with that. So let's play this down. Let's do an Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of the Combee and this. We can probably win this turn. I believe in ourselves. Let's grab a Klefki, and we need to do 130 damage. It's gonna be rough, but I think we pull it off. So let's play the Klefki. Let's Wonderlock to an Unown, and we'll play Shaymin. we have about 5 Pokemon discard piles. So let's go with a Shaymin, set up for 4. Please just give us something we can work with. Alright. No, we do find a Float Stone. Not really what I'm looking for. Really not what I'm looking for. Alright, so this double unknown. You better give us the win. Come on. Farewell letter. Give us what we want. Ah, no, not teammates. Alright, come on. Farewell letter. All I need is a DC. A DC. Come on, give me a DC. Acro Bike. Not bad. We'll play Combee down. Let's go with the Acro Bike. Okay, more Pokemon, but no energy. Bummer. I should have grabbed the Trubbish. Oh, I am really making dumb plays this turn. We'll play the Blitzle, I guess. And I think, honestly, let's just Sky Return, and we'll just bring up the Blitzle. And we can knock it out. You know what? Let's just bring up Shaymin. Whatever. We could just Float Stone on it. Dang it, we did not get the knockout. We had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We would have been 10 short, but whatever. It doesn't matter. My opponent is not doing anything, which is weird. I don't know if he's playing or not. I feel like he isn't. I know if you're AFK, your turn just ends. And I feel like he is AFK, which, I mean, that is basically a free win for me, so I'm honestly not even going to bother. Okay, passes. We win the game. We can just retreat to Shaymin, and we can just be revenge. I'm probably still going to add this in just because, like, it's like 6 minutes long. I just don't want to waste it. So let's just, boom, slap that DCE on, be revenge, knock him out, 90 damage. I was short! What? 20 plus 10. That is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should have done 120 damage. What the flipping flopper is that? Okay, is there something I'm missing here? 20, 10, 6, 10. Okay, why was that a knockout? Alright, whatever, we can knock him out. I don't know why the heck that only did 90 damage. Makes no sense. That should have done more damage. It's really weird. I don't know. 20 plus 10. I don't know. I thought it'd do 20 damage by itself. Whatever. Who cares? We won the game. That's all that matters. See you guys in another match with the Vespiquen deck. I know that really wasn't much of a game, but I'm still going to include it because it's 7 minutes long and I don't want to waste that. So let's do it. See you guys in a sec. Alright, here we go, guys. With our third, probably final match with the Vespiquen deck. I'm not really liking the deck. I really am not a fan of Vespiquen in Standard just because, like, without Battle Compressor, it's just, I don't know. I just don't really like the card all that much. I don't know if it's just me. We'll start with the Blitzle, I guess, and we'll play the Klefki down because we can just Wonderlock. We are going first, so that's fine, so we can do this. Now, I think we're playing against Rainbow Road. It's kind of obvious with the Xerneas sleeves, so, yeah. Okay, let's start with Remoraid. I think that confirms it. So, what we'll do is we'll Ultra Ball, away Ultra Ball, and this. And we could try and get the Trubbish in play, I guess, to shut down Octillery, which, you know what, might not be the worst thing. So, you know what, we'll grab the Trubbish. Definitely shutting him down would be nice. I really wanted to grab Combee, but you know what, we already discarded the energy, so who cares. So let's go with an Acro Bike. And, well, you know, we got a Trubbish off that. But, you know, it's all good. We already got him in place. So that Ultra Ball kind of feels waste, but it's all good. So let's go with the Special Charge. Get back my boy DCE. Let's play the Professor Sycamore. And what's our hand gonna look like? Okay, Float Stone, we can put that on. Got an Ultra Ball, which, you know what, I'm probably just gonna hang on to. We could probably still play the Zebstrika. So I'm just gonna Wonderlock onto the Unown for a sec. And I mean, I could Farewell Letter, which, you know what, who cares? We'll go for it. We'll Farewell Letter. We are gonna get Garbodor in play anyways next turn, so might as well try and burn him. There's a DCE, which, I mean, I could play? I don't know. Okay, well, I want to play the Zebstrika down, but honestly, I think I'm just going to try and get the Combee. Let's just, okay, we'll do this. I don't like losing those via Seekers. It really sucks, but it's fine. We'll grab ourselves a Combee. We'll hold off on that DCE for a sec. I could either put it on the active and then do, like, a Zebstrika. It won't knock him out, though, but at the same time, I don't know if I'll be able to get another Float Stone in my deck. I mean, we can put the DCE on. I guess we'll play it on the Combee, whatever, we'll do it. And we'll end our turn. This way, you know, we can get more energies in play, and, you know, in the long run, that'll help us out. So I think I'll go with that. So Float Stone going on to the Remoraid, so we can retreat at this turn. There's a Professor Sycamore for my opponent. He gets rid of a lot of important stuff. Teammates, Delinquent, 2 energies, which is pretty big. There's a Pawnyard. And wow, he just passes, so his hand must not have been that good. Okay, I could play the Garbodor down now. How many Ultra Balls have we played? I don't want to play him down and then just draw into unknowns and not be able to play them. So, I'm not going to play the Garbodor quite yet. Again, I don't want to lose access to Shaymins and unknowns and stuff. So, I'm going to hold off on that. Okay, we do find the Float Stone, which is good. We can play the Vespiquen down. We can play the Unown down. We can play the Shaymin down in a sec. We'll put the DC on the Combee. And, okay, we'll play Shaymin down. Maybe I should have played the Float Stone down and draw more cards. Maybe I should have done that. Bit of a misplay there, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, yeah, we didn't really get that anything good. So, farewell letter again. Lysander's good for those Rainbow Rotors. Alright, Revitalizer, don't need you. We do have an end, though, for next turn, which is fine. So, I think we're good to just retreat and be revenge. We'll save a bench spot for more unknowns and Klefkis. We'll knock out the Remoraid. I'm really surprised he didn't retreat. Kind of shocks me why I didn't do that. There's a Sycamore. Okay, we could play the Sycamore, but I really do want to hold on to those Lysanders because we lost so many VS Seekers already. Pardon me. Oh god, I'm coughing, guys. I'm sorry. I'm still a little sick. I'm good enough to make videos, but you know what? I'm probably still gonna have some coughing going on. Wheezing DLC confirmed. And all right, you know what? Our hand is fine. There's a VS Seeker. And, okay, nice, he passes. This is actually what I wanted to see. So, we could play down the Shaymin, I guess. We should have Lysandered. What am I doing? Oh, my God. Man, I'm an idiot. Alright, we do get a Zebstrika. We can play him down. And I think I'm good to just Lysander and get damage on this thing. I think that's the best thing we can do right now. So, be revenge. It's not going to do a whole lot, but it's going to be able to get enough damage on him. And hopefully next turn we can do more damage. We can play down another Shaymin, and I think I'll be fine with that. And we can draw more cards. There's a Bridget. I thought that was a Delinquent first. Like, I had a heart attack, but it's no stadium play. So who cares? So he does get Jirachi down, which is bothersome. That thing, Stardust, could actually be a pain in my butt. Plays a Golett down and just passes. Wow, okay. So we can do Acro Bike. And, alright, we can grab Revitalizer, I guess. We can get back on the Vespiquen. And I'm going to take this opportunity to knock out that Jirachi before it becomes anything that could be in a bot. Like, again, that thing could be a pain in our butt. I'm going to knock that thing out right now. There's an N. That's actually nice. We get a supporter to play, which is what I was looking for. And, okay. So, my opponent has to find for a bell down. His hand might be dead. So, yep. His hand is dead. Nice. I'm not even going to bother with that N. We kind of have a dead hand ourselves, but our position is pretty good in my opinion. So let's just damage the Xerneas. We can actually knock it out with Crushing Bolt if we ever need to, which I might actually have to do. This way we don't have to sacrifice a Vespiquen Be Revenge, which is overkill knocking him out. DCE onto the vault. The thing, his hand is definitely dead right now, which is good to see. So let's Acro Bike. And we can grab Garbodor. We already have the Revitalizer in our hand. I don't want to play it down quite yet, but it shuts down any Shaymins he might get, or like any Octilleries somehow, so we'll knock him out, and we'll take a prize, see what it is. I'm looking for Professor Sycamore. Via Seeker, you know what, that's good enough. We can actually use that for Lysander. So he brings out the Xerneas. He's probably, yeah, he's anticipating energy top deck. If he doesn't get it, though, we're in a really good spot. Yeah, just a Fairy Garden. Well, okay, I could use this opportunity, Lysander. Okay, I think, okay, what I'll do, I'll put a Float Stone on just to get rid of that. I could, you know what, yeah, I guess we'll be a Seeker for the Sycamore. We've already used our Lysanders, we put them to good use, so I don't think we're ever going to need to do another Lysander anytime soon. So let's dump out all these big Pokemon, see if we can take a big knockout this turn. Let's Acro Bike. We can grab the VS Seeker, which is definitely good. We are low on cards, which I don't like to see. We'll get rid of that. Even though it doesn't matter, because if he got a Fairy Energy, he's probably attacked me. But let's go with a Be Revenge. 120. Unfortunately, the Finding Fury Bolt is saving his butt right now. But, too bad. So, there is the Fairy Garden. Alright, yeah. But Super Rod, so he's still not top decking anything, which is actually good for us. He's going to be able to get back that Stardust Jirachi, but it doesn't matter at this point. Like, it doesn't matter. I think he's going to retreat. No, okay, never mind. I thought he was. Again, we could just keep on Be Revenging him. There's really no point in doing anything else. Like, N is suicide because you get a new hand. He's clearly in top deck mode. Combee. That's actually good. We got the Vespiquen in our hand, so I'll take it. Brings up Larvesta. We do have the Lysandre, which we'll probably end up doing. He just played Bridget, and he didn't shuffle back Remory, did he? I don't think he did. No, he did. Okay, well, Garbodor's in place, so who cares? I'm definitely knocking out that Jirachi, though. So, okay, there's 2 DCs coming back. If he has an energy, he can actually start us, but no. I'm taking this opportunity to get rid of that Jirachi, because we're in a position where we can probably just start one-shotting those Rainbow Rotors, or Rainbow Force things, so I'm bringing out that Jirachi before it becomes anything. Because, again, Stardust could get in our way. You could Stardust, get rid of our energy, force us to retreat into something we don't want, and then Rainbow Force, and it just wouldn't be good. So, Jirachi, I feel like taking that out is important. There's Ultra Ball. Our hand is good, again. I mean, I think we won the game. There's literally nothing he can do. Yeah, he just falls into Volcarona. Dead hand for my opponent. I mean, if he finds an energy, he can knock me out. No, just to concede. And we'll see what we can get here. And our 50 coins. Nice, nice, nice. Now, I think I'm going to end up the video here, guys. I'm not really a fan of the deck. I don't really like it too much. I still wanted to cover it, though, because it's popular right now. And it's like, hey, why not cover it? Oh, did my trade go through on pubs? Please tell me it did. I don't think it did. No, crap. Alright, well, anyways. I'm going to end out the video here. But actually, before I do end out the video, don't forget to subscribe to help me on the road to 1K subs. See if we can hit 1K subs for Christmas. But I actually opened up a few Harkle Silver packs or whatever. Because they just added this new Harkle Silver bundle, so I opened up some packs on that, so that's going to be the end of the video, so you can watch that. So anyways, I'll see you guys in that pack opening, and then that's when the video will end. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, see you guys in that pack opening, I guess. Alright guys, I was like, you know what, before we end off this video, let's open up 3 Harkle Silver packs that were in the shop, and I, you know, was like, you know what, let's just buy them. I really want to get a Reverse Holo DCE, and I actually want to see if I can pull it. So, we got a Reverse Holo Wooper and a Pichu. We already had one. I actually just pulled the Reverse Holo one earlier out of this bundle, so unfortunately we did not get anything really all that special in that pack. So, hopefully, maybe if we just get a normal DC, that'd be great. No, Reverse Holo Caterpie and a Shuckle. As long as Shuckle's on your bench, find all damage done to this thing by attacks. Not really that good of a card. Final pack here of the Harkle Silver, you know, little pack thing before we end the video off. Let's see, what are we going to pull? No, we're middle tank, and another Gyarados red thing, which I already have 2 of, and I have 1 unlocked. We didn't even pull a DC or like an energy, which really bums me out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to, actually, no, we had this chest too, but you know what? If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more PTCGO videos. Pull it Tangrowth, not really good, but whatever, it's the chest, who cares. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on another PTCGO video. Peace out.